It's really important to question our own assumptions about climate mobility. Why would we assume some places are lost because of climate change and that people would move someplace else, while we save other places at all costs? A fascinating example is the difference between how we look at Tuvalu and the Netherlands. It turns out we have widely different ideas about how these places are going to deal with rising sea levels. Tuvalu is a Pacific island state in danger of being taken by the ocean. It's often seen as inevitable that it will disappear from the map and that people living there have no other option but to move and to become climate refugees. The Netherlands is also threatened by rising sea levels, but we immediately assume that we should raise the dikes, save the country and stay. It's clear there are different ideas about which countries can adapt and are worth saving. This means that investors and donors tend to treat Tuvalu as a lost cause and don't sufficiently invest in its climate adaptation, and that moving away becomes almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But people have many different ways of dealing with climate change. Tuvalu is making many different plans to adapt and to imagine its climate adaptation future, and their priority is reclaiming land from the sea and letting people stay longer. But they also try to adjust to the worst, in a way that they want, and they are creating a digital Tuvalu, which will make sure that Tuvaluan landscapes, identity, culture, but also Tuvaluan citizenship and statehood will virtually still exist, even if islands are lost and people move elsewhere. In my work as associate professor at the Environmental Policy Group, the one thing I always teach students is to look beyond numbers, statistics, and cost-benefit assumptions about what is worth saving. Our climate adaptation future is not set in stone. We need to better listen to people and communities in endangered places. Governments should know that adaptation to climate change is not just technical. It's about emotions, identities, how we are attached to places, hopes and dreams, and possibilities to move or stay. And not to forget, it's about power and environmental privilege. We need to make this explicit to make sure that climate adaptation will be fair and inclusive, no matter where you live.